Have you ever prayed and felt like your words just hit the ceiling? Have you ever gone through the motions of faith, church, reading, prayer, and felt absolutely nothing? Like the lights are on, but nobody's home. If that's where you are, I want you to know something first. You are in good company. Psalm 22 opens with these words, my God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from saving me, so far from my cries of anguish?" David wrote that. A man after God's own heart. A man who had seen miracles, who had felt the hand of God on his life in undeniable ways. And he still had moments where God felt completely absent. Jesus quoted that very psalm from the cross. In the darkest hour in human history, the Son of God cried out about feeling abandoned by the Father. So if you are in a season where God feels distant, you are not uniquely broken. You are not being punished. You are not outside the range of His presence. You are human, going through something that humans have gone through since the beginning. Now, here's the distinction that matters. Feeling and fact are not the same thing. Feeling like God is distant is not evidence that He is. The Scripture tells us He will never leave us or forsake us. Not sometimes, not conditionally, never. Feelings are real, but they are not always reliable narrators. There are seasons in faith, and the mystics of the church called them the dark night of the soul, where God seems to pull back the tangible sense of His presence, not to abandon you, but to deepen you, to move you from a faith based on feelings to a faith based on something far more solid, His character and His word. It is easy to trust God when you feel Him near. The deeper work, the work that produces the kind of faith that cannot be shaken, happens in the silence, in the waiting, in the choosing to believe when you don't feel it. This is what Abraham did. He believed God when the promise seemed impossible and the silence was deafening. This is what Job did. He held on to God in the middle of devastation, in the middle of what felt like divine absence. And here is what I want to offer you practically. Don't stop. That's it. Don't stop praying, even when it feels like talking to an empty room. Don't stop showing up, even when worship feels dry. Don't stop reading, even when the words seem flat. Because faith in the feeling is not faith. Faith in the fact, in the unchanging nature of a God who has promised to be with you always, that is the real thing. And the only way to develop it is to keep walking when you can't see. The feeling will return. It always does. And when it does, you will be stronger than when it left, because you kept going in the dark. He has not moved. He is here, and He is watching you hold on.